Transformers Bumblebee Legion Class Optimus Prime is a rather remarkable combination of decent ideas, good engineering, and flawed execution. His design is overall rather reminiscent of his G1 design, obviously, which is something that people have been asking for a while from the movie figures. We did briefly see in Transformers Age of Extinction. This design, however, is, even in transformation, inspired by G1 Optimus. However, we'll get to the transformation sequence in a second. To give you an idea of how big this figure is, here is the Last Knight Legion Class Optimus Prime, which is based on the Revenge of the Fallen mold. Here is Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime, Legion Class. And here is some really old 2007 movie mold, Legion Class Optimus Prime, that are considerably smaller than the rest, and really doesn't hold up too well. That one's seen some years. Now, before we get to the transformation of this figure, I have to bring up the worst part of this figure, unfortunately, which is his posability. Notably, he's lacking any posability in his knees, and these shoulders are just on rotations. They could really do with being a ball joint, however they are not. His elbows, however, are ball jointed. He has no head posability, as to be expected. His waist does swivel, although it's more part of a transformation. There's a weird joint here that doesn't really do anything. It's not part of the well, the instructions don't say it's part of the transformation. I like to use it as part of one because it makes it just a tad bit easier. And it's not really useful for posability either. It does look kind of ridiculous trying to do so. And his legs are ball jointed, with no posability in the ankles and the aforementioned knees. Now, the transformation for this figure is a callback to G1 Optimus Prime, as you can probably tell by the copious amounts of kibble on his arms, which will clearly fall into here. To begin this transformation, I like to move the arms out of the way. It just makes things easier later down the line. You can fold in his head like that, move his waist around like that, clip his legs in together at the bottom there, and then move those legs up like this. Now, the instructions tell you to keep them here. What I find easier is to start, keep them like that, and then move them up here, just to keep them out of the way for now. The arms, just keep them posed down like this, and then these bits here will fold back into the back of the truck, just like that. And then the forearms will fold around to form the front of the truck. Now, this is how I thought it was supposed to be transformed at first. It's not. This aforementioned useless joint, which I use as part of the transformation, then folds back down like this. You're not supposed to do that step. I added that there. I think it just makes it a bit easier. And this truck mode is really, really nice. Aside from the obvious kibble on the legs here, but that's kind of par for the course for Legion Class Optimus Primes. It's a fairly large figure as well, as far as these Legion Class figures go, in vehicle mode anyway. And here he is with all of the other Legion Class Optimus Primes that I have together. Although lengthwise he is about the same length as the Revenge of the Fallen and Robots in Disguise mold, I still think he has much more of a presence than either one, being much taller than any of them. This camera angle doesn't do that justice. Hopefully that shows off a bit better that he is considerably taller than the others. And again, it's a really nice vehicle mode, considering what it is. It's just Legion Class. A satisfying transformation and a satisfying vehicle mode. It's just a little bit of a shame that the robot mode's posability was needlessly sacrificed. Additionally, it has a little port on the back. This is for the Energon Igniter gimmick. I believe you get a big Energon cube with some of the larger figures, plugs into the back, and then you can launch the figure forwards. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I don't have any of them. I didn't have the foresight to pick one up. In summary, if you are considering picking up any of the Legion class figures from the first wave of the Bumblebee movie figures, being Optimus Prime, Barricade, and Bumblebee, I would highly recommend that Optimus Prime is one of the first you look at. I own the other two. I haven't actually opened Bumblebee yet. I have taken a look at Barricade, and Barricade is very good as well. But I definitely think that this one is currently the highlight of the line. He's just a really, really nice figure all around. Very easy to transform. Again, if you're a fan of G1, then this is probably the movie design you've been waiting years to see. To reiterate the only downsides that I have with it, the posability is fairly limited, and the kibble here is a bit atrocious, though I find that forgivable more on Legion class figures, given that they have to make less plastic work a lot more. And there you have Legion class Optimus Prime. Be sure to check it out if you get the chance. This has been a PAX Lunch review. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like if you liked the video, and share this video with anyone who you think would be interested in this figure. See you next time.